What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all doing fantastic. This video, plain and simple, I want to talk to you guys about lessons I have learned as a new parent. And there's three main lessons that I've learned. And as a new parent, I wish people talked about these when I became one, when they were giving me advice and stuff. I thought they were just joking for one of them. But first lesson I want to talk to you guys about is being tired all the time. No joke, I am tired all the time. Yes, part of it is my fault because I have bad sleeping habits, but outside of that, it's just I have never felt more tired in my life than I have been the last 2 years. That's right, I have been a parent for 2 years at this point, and I've never felt so tired. Like, I would get a full night's sleep, so will my wife, but it just seems like we can't recover because we're constantly doing things. Like, obviously we have to go to our jobs. We have to do chores around the house. And now we have to take care of our kid. And I love spending time with her. It's always a blast, but it's exhausting. Nobody told me about this at all. Another thing that brought on exhaustion when she was younger was sleep regression. Nobody told me about sleep regression. I thought once your baby learned to sleep throughout the night, yes, they will wake up, but it's mostly for diapers or if they're hungry. But with sleep regression, oh my God, they just wake up for no reason at all. And it's not just once or twice, it's multiple times at night. And nobody prepared us for it. When it first happened, I was losing my mind. Me and my wife would end up taking turns on who goes in and tries to get our daughter back to sleep. But nobody told us about that at all. And crossing my fingers, it doesn't happen again. Oh shit. Anytime soon, but if it does, we will be prepared. It hasn't happened for the past 18 months now. But the first time it did happen, it was very painful, and we were exhausted, not just for the day, for the entire week, because we got used to sleeping throughout the night, and that's when it happens. That's when sleep regression happens. When you're finally able to sleep throughout the night. Same with your kid. Boom, sleep regression. So be prepared for that. So it is 11 o'clock at night, and I'm just finally getting my workout in for the day. And this is actually a lesson that I've learned, is that you will not have enough time in the day as a new parent to get everything done that you want to get done and need to get done. So sometimes you got to make sacrifices, and me working out at night is one of them. But nobody really told me that how much time I'm going to be losing, because before it seemed like I didn't have enough time already, but I was able to get chores, errands, and have a pretty good social life with my wife, hanging out with our friends, going downtown and drinking and all of that stuff. It seemed like we had plenty of time to do that, but now we barely have time to think on what we need to do on the next day. And it just seems like we always have something to do, whether it's errands, chores, taking care of our daughter. And the next thing we know, it's late. And we still have more things to do. So I'm very, very happy that my wife has implemented a routine for her and myself. So we really don't have to think too much on what the next thing needs to be when we're doing laundry, when we have to cook meals for our daughter to take to daycare and stuff like that. And so I'm very, very grateful for her for implementing it, because it was just her planning and everything that got that started. The other thing that I did start doing a few months ago now is that I stopped taking naps when my daughter is napping. I know people have said that to take a nap when your daughter is sleeping, because that's the only break you will get, but it doesn't make sense, because if you take a nap at that point, the stuff that you can be doing it then, now you're putting it later in the evening at 9, 10 o'clock, so you won't be going to bed until midnight, 1 o'clock. So I'd rather push through that tiredness, have another energy drink, that's my vice, and get something done at that point to make sure that I have my evening free to do whatever I want, whether it's working out or working on videos like this. And that's also why I've been trying to make this video for the past few months now. Just have not had enough time. The last lesson I learned as a new parent is that your relationship is going to suffer. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Before you had kids, I know this is true for me and my wife, we had plenty of time for each other, whether it's traveling, going on date nights, socializing with our friends, or just being lazy on the couch watching one of our favorite shows or a movie. But now that quality time completely different. It turns into doing laundry for your kid, making sure they have food for the next day, making sure they're ready for daycare the next day, and then finally making sure you're ready for work or whatever you have going on the next day. And at that point, late in the evening, you're going to be exhausted and you're not going to really want to spend time with each other. And that's why it makes it easy to drift apart. It's really easy to drift apart because parenting takes so much of your energy, and staying connected is difficult, but it will need some intent from each other to reconnect again, because that will help you guys with the entire parenting journey, knowing that it's not just you guys are a team, and making sure that you guys have time for each other, some good quality time together, is going to be very, very important. So you might owe some favors, you might have to pay people to watch your kid so you can go on a date night or just spend some time together by yourself to reconnect again. Like I said, parenting is hard. It's very, very hard. But knowing that you guys are a team will make a world of difference in this entire parenting journey. So that is it, guys. Those are just 3 lessons I learned as a new parent. I've learned plenty more, but those are the 3 main ones that I wish I knew. But here we are,
2 years later, and I am passing it on to you guys. But I do want to hear what your guys' thoughts are, especially new parents out there. What caught you guys off guard? What lessons have you learned that you wish you knew when you started this parenting journey? Leave them down in the comments below. I'm really interested to see what you guys say. So enjoy, have a good one. Don't forget to go on date nights and enjoy the parenting journey. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.